In this video, you will watch how a man completes a big project in his own garden step by step. Materials that seem ordinary at first are masterfully shaped, each stage becoming more exciting than the previous one. The result? It will really surprise you. Get ready for this transformation that will have you watching with curiosity from beginning to end. Our master first determines the shape of the area where he will work in the garden. He hammers the stakes into the ground, carefully stretches the ropes and clarifies the boundaries of the platform. Then, he opens round pole holes at each point he marked. Then, he covers the ground completely with a special cover, creating both a clean work area and taking precautions against weeds that may grow in the future. Immediately after, he builds a solid skeleton with thick wooden beams. He reinforces this skeleton with metal supports. In the final stage, he places and fixes the brown deck boards one by one, creating a stylish and flat platform ready for use. Our master now starts building a magnificent pergola on the deck platform in the garden. First, he prepares the long aluminum profiles one by one, assembles the connection devices and places the corner posts. Then, he completes the upper frame and stands the skeleton up. Then it is time for the ceiling panels. A retractable shade system is established thanks to the lamellas placed one by one. Modern slatted panels come into play on the side parts. Both privacy and aesthetic appearance are provided in the last stage. This place is transformed into the most enjoyable corner of the garden with plants, furniture, and decorative accessories. This time, our master decides to create a real pleasure corner in the corner of the garden. First, he draws a large circle on the ground and clarifies the boundaries of the area. Then, he digs the soil and opens a large round hole. The ground is leveled nicely and large concrete slabs are meticulously placed on it. Then, the entire surface is covered with stone flooring. The work doesn't end there. A solid wall is built around it with decorative stones and a stylish fire pit is placed. In the middle, as a final touch, comfortable chairs are arranged. And now that ordinary corner turns into a wonderful relaxation area where you can sit with your friends and enjoy yourself by the fire. Our master now moves on to a new stage and starts work to create a solid foundation in the corner of the garden. First, he carefully pours the concrete by setting up a rectangular mold on the ground and meticulously smooths its surface. After the concrete is completely dry, our master starts to place the wooden frame walls one by one. Each frame is carefully fixed and the structure rises quickly. Then it is time for the roof assembly. The OSB boards are expertly placed and immediately covered with a waterproof roof cover, while the walls are painted white to give a modern air. Specially designed wooden doors on the ground are painted in a dark color to create a strong visual effect. In the last step, these doors are assembled one by one and a perfect garden storage area that is both durable and stylish is created. Now our master starts building the coolest corner of the garden. First, the ground is measured for the pergola area and the borders are determined with ropes. Then the mini excavator comes into play. The soil is carefully dug and the surface is leveled. Geotextile is laid on the ground to prevent weeds. Now it is time for the most enjoyable part. The square concrete panels are poured one by one with special molds. Our master levels the concrete perfectly. The surface becomes smooth. After the concrete hardens, artificial grass strips are carefully placed in between and fixed. Now the ground is ready. Now the pergola-as legs are erected. The beams are placed and the motorized retractable lamella roof system is mounted on top. In the final step, the side panels and sunshade blinds are installed, and the result is a truly incredible modern, comfortable and stylish outdoor seating area. Our master now begins assembling the table and chair set that will turn the backyard into a 5-star hotel. First, he opens the huge box and checks all the pieces inside. Then, he quickly assembles the table frame, screws and fixes it, and places the table in its place. Now it is time for the chairs. He meticulously assembles each chair and places it in its place. After adding the cushions and accessories, an incredibly modern and stylish seating area emerges. Now, meals and friendly conversations in this garden will be even more enjoyable. Our master is now starting a giant transformation in the backyard. First, he removes the entire grass area with a powerful mini track loader and completely levels the ground. Then, he prevents soil slippage and weed growth by laying a geotextile cover. Thin filling material is spread evenly on it and meticulously leveled with a leveler. Now it is time to lay the artificial grass carpets that will cover the field. The huge rolls are unrolled one by one and the area takes on a brand new green appearance. But the real surprise begins after this. The metal profiles on the ground are assembled one by one, the nuts and screws are tightened, and in a few hours the skeleton of a giant sports park rises. The swings are installed, the climbing wall is erected, the chin-up bar and rope climbing areas are set up. And it does not stop there. Special sports lines, numbering, speed and conditioning tracks are added to the ground. In the final scene, even the weight bench, bars and plates are in place. In short, a completely professional outdoor fitness and play area for both children and adults emerges in this backyard.